Good morning, Ionson Valley. This is Marie's Kitchen and welcome. I'm here with Krista from Fish Breeders of Idaho, located in Buell, and also the processing is in Hageman.
Yep.
We're gonna cook a recipe of sturgeon today.
Sure.
Yeah. This afternoon I was in the pond at your farm with a lot of sturgeon around us. We were in the water and it was the most interesting, fun, amazing time in my entire life so far, I think.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I am in very deep now, and I am still with Krista. And as you can see, we are in a pool surrounded by sturgeons here. Krista, I am gonna let you explain, what are we doing here? Explain to us this beautiful ponds all over us with the sturgeon story.
So right now we're on the Big Bend Trout Farm. This is one of our cold water farms where we have trout and trout and sturgeon. And all of this is coming from a spring about a mile that way. So our trout is kind of cool as well. They're raised for Whole Foods, but we're here to focus on the sturgeon today.
The sturgeon today, yes.
So,
there
maybe
is
not that one.
I'm sorry, we are live here, and let me tell you, those guys are busy. Oh, there's one here. Oh, look at this.
This is an Idaho white sturgeon, and it has a really pretty amazing story here in the valley.
Beautiful.
And they're really nice. These are, I guess for one, we'll start with these are about the age of dinosaurs. They've been around since then. And this might be the one in case we don't get one later. But sometimes, not that one.
But anyway, and I had, I'm from Europe, and I had a chance to taste also some of your caviar because we went to the processing and we saw that. We saw the processing of the caviar from the sturgeon to the box.
We started out by opening the fish up, removing the ovaries, and then separating the eggs from the ovaries. That's one of those key steps. Then we washed it out, and with the water bath, that brings all of that fat and ovary tissue to the top so it can be removed so you have a really good clean caviar. And then you pour that out onto a screen and you remove even more of those little bits and pieces. That's one of the reasons why it's so labor intensive. And then we add the salt, and that's where those eggs really become caviar. So then we headed over to the packing table and we put those in tins, weighed them out, and put them in the fridge, and that's about it.
If you never had a chance to taste Idaho caviar in my wildest dream, I never thought that I will do that or even say that. It is good quality caviar.
Community. Is it defined by where you live? Or is it something more? A deeper connection. The experience of being welcomed and the feeling that no matter where you're from, this is where you belong. This is community, and this is community banking. D.L. Evans Bank, since 1904.
Better food, better price, better service. Atkinson's Market, supporting local farmers since 1956.
Here we are in my kitchen now with Krista. And Krista, what are we cooking?
Today we are going to be cooking baked sturgeon with butter and herbs. So we have our piece of sturgeon here. We have rice vinegar. We actually have a little bit of dessert wine. I've used Japanese mirin in the past, but we're going to kind of experiment today. And then we have just some general herbs and spices that we're going to go into. So.
Yeah, and in the herbs, I have to say, I never heard of rubbed sage.
I found it in my roommate's cupboard and I decided to try it out one day and it turned out pretty good.
Good. All right, let's cooking. What are we gonna do? First step.
First thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna grab a little bowl and we're gonna put a ratio of rice vinegar and mirin or dessert wine into it. And it's gonna be a 2 to 1 ratio of rice vinegar to sweet wine-esque thing. I'm gonna do about 1 tablespoon of this.
Yep.
About.
I'll drink the leftover.
I don't know, I might want to put more in here.
Okay, Krista, I'll bring it back. That's one of my favorite dessert wine.
Oh, you let me try it earlier. That was amazing.
That's really
So
good.
I have high hopes for this experimentation.
All right.
And we have a pretty big slice there. We're going to cut that down a little bit.
Mine
but
as
we're going to
well.
do a little bit more.
Yeah. Mine as well. Oh, there's my one going.
There we go. You still have a sip.
Oh, thanks.
I saved you some.
All right. All right, so we're
you're
done
gonna
with
stir that up
that.
just a tiny bit.
Okay.
And we're going to set that off to the
Aside.
side.
Okay.
And so next we have a piece of sturgeon fillet. They're
Beautiful.
like this big.
Oh, I know it.
Just for reference.
Yes.
And we're just going to kind of trim this up and make this look nice because this is just kind of a nice recipe. I like this for date night. So I'm on a date with Marie today.
All right.
And I'm just going to cut this in half. And that to me is a decent serving for 2 people.
Oh, I think
'Cause
so.
This is kind of this is like a fish steak.
My gosh.
So there we go.
It's beautiful.
We have a piece of sturgeon fillet right there. And we're going to set that
Okay.
in here.
And this is a dish who goes in the oven. By the way, Krista, we did preheat the oven, correct?
We did to
350
degrees. All right. And next, we're going to take our mirin or sweet wine and rice vinegar solution.
Pour
and we're
it.
gonna pour that over it.
Okay.
And so you really want kind of the smallest cooking tin that you can
Right.
find so that it can actually still sit in there. So then we're going to grab, what am I grabbing now? A little bit of all of this. So we're gonna get some garlic powder. And just a little bit, because this is just a serving for 2. So there's like
Yes.
a pinch in there,
Yeah.
maybe 2.
Then you
You
can
never
just
have too
throw
much
it.
garlic powder.
You can use the sink there.
you.
Yeah. Absolutely.
All right, and then we're gonna do a little bit of rubbed sage.
No. Never heard of that. Now I know.
Well, I think in Idaho, I grew up around a lot of sage, and I've always kind of liked it. So when I found out you could cook with it, I was pretty excited.
Yeah.
I just think
I learned
smells
something.
amazing.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah, it does smell
A little
amazing.
more than that.
Yeah, my gosh, it smells so good.
Yeah, I think usually they're gonna grab a little bit more of that actually.
There, you
'Cause
got
it's-
it.
It smells really good, but it has a little bit more kind of it takes more to get a lot of flavor out of it.
Okay. All
So
right.
here, now we can set that apart.
Are we done with the garlic powder,
Yeah.
Krista? Yes. Okay. So we see then.
Kind of just putting it on top of the fish. And then
That's the dill
this is
seeds.
dill seed. And this one you really don't need a whole lot of.
Yeah.
'Cause this comes out pretty strong. Just that much in my hand, I can smell it.
What I like also about this recipe, because I read the recipe and it's so easy.
Yep.
So easy. And I like
like
easy
easy
recipes.
recipes.
Yeah, we think alike. That's a little bit of rosemary.
Yep. So we're gonna put a little bit of rosemary on here.
Yeah, a little bit goes a long way with rosemary. It's kind of strong.
And you have the cutest little rosemary plant here. So
Yeah. Romarin in French. Romarin.
okay.
The word in French. Romarin. And now we have thyme.
Yep. And thyme.
Yeah.
Is it Homahin?
Romarin.
Homahin.
Romain. Romarin.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I
I
know.
like Spanish.
Yeah, but
All right. A little bit of salt
yes, ma'am.
and a little bit of pepper.
All right.
And then we're gonna take maybe on a set one this size. You're going to take like 2 to 3 kind of slabs of butter, and we're just going to set it on top of the fish.
All right.
So that when we put it in the oven, it's going to melt down.
Okay.
And then it's going to carry some of those herbs into what's going to end up kind of the sauce at the bottom. Mm-hmm. And then it's all going to kind of simmer there in the oven. And then that's going to be poured back over the fish as well, like halfway, as well as when we're done. And we're
butter
do
is better. Exactly.
I like that, Maria. I'm going to use that.
Butter is better. And then, do we cover? No. Do you want to cover it?
Let's cover it with tin foil because that's going to stop everything from evaporating.
Okay. Let me give you some tin foil. There we go. And it's
I don't think
so. I think we have everything so easy. And then I'm going to open it for you.
Stick it in here. And
Yes.
we're going to let that cook for about 10 minutes.
10 minutes? All right. Okay.
There we go.
See you in a bit.
I moved out to Idaho 4 years ago, so I met a lot of people, and I really, really like it here. You know, if you don't have something like that that brings you into other people's lives, it takes a long time to get to know people.
Let the event dazzle your guests by creating a sensational experience. Let the event take your party over the top.
Welcome back. It's been 15 minutes, Krista, since so we're going to check it.
Yeah, we are.
And then I can taste it.
Yep.
Okay, let me help you.
Okay.
There you go.
All right.
Ooh,
Okay.
that looks really good. That looks really good. I'm excited.
Yeah. So am I.
Oh, it smells so good.
First thing, I'm actually going to check and make sure that it's done. So you're just going to kind of look in there and make sure that it looks flaky on the inside.
And it does.
It looks good.
And it looks good to me too.
So I think I'm going to use this and kind of go about halfway.
Looks so good. You know what? I don't think I have had sturgeon.
Okay.
All right. Let me give you a plate. Yeah, and then maybe a little bit of
We'll
sauce.
see which one works.
And this will be nice with mashed potatoes or rice.
Rice, exactly.
And then this is for you. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, that's live for
Hey,
you.
not my forte. And then we'll get a little bit of that sauce on there.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. There. A little bit more on this one. It's a bigger piece for you. Oh, it smells really good.
They have both of those layers between the oil and the good stuff.
Oh my gosh, there we go. All right, let's just put it, just because I like that, and just for the decoration.
Nice, beautiful.
Et voilà, Miss Krista.
Merci.
Dig in. Yeah, you're welcome. Merci, you're welcome. And that's gonna be mine. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Okay, let's see.
All right,
This
are
is
we
a
ready?
new one, and it's an easy recipe for sure. Oh, bye. This is very interesting. And there's no bones here either.
Nope.
My gosh. Oh, this is really, really good, Krista. And I know my viewers probably say, well, she always say that. It's always good, but it is good.
I mean, it is a cooking show. I hope it would be good. Mostly.
What did you say, Krista?
Oh, I said if it's a cooking show, I hope people make good food on it.
Well, not all the time, but anyway, in my case, it's really good and easy peasy. So again, for me, cooking is love. And I wanted to thank you so much, Krista, for being in my kitchen, sharing your recipe with us. And again, we will put the information so if people want to order, they can find you through the website, or they can call you and you take care of them. And please be in your kitchen, share with your friends and family, like I always say. And until next time, au revoir.
Au revoir.